It's week 7 of the Indiana High School football season. The TV3 game of the week. East Central meets Connersville from Spartan Stadium. It's game of the week on TV3. Hi everybody and welcome to TV3 and its game of the week. We are just minutes away from the beginning of this high school football game between the visiting East Central Trojans and Connersville Spartans. We are at Spartan Stadium on the campus of CHS with Ron Wiley. This is Fran Schoma welcoming you to tonight's telecast. East Central's record is 5 wins, 1 loss. The Spartans have won 2 games and lost 4. The Trojans' 1 loss was to LaSalle High School at Cincinnati, a team ranked as the 5th best in the country. The final score was LaSalle 31, East Central nothing. East Central's 5 wins were over Campbell County, Kentucky, Harrison, Ohio, Franklin County, Batesville, and South Dearborn. Your Trojans score an average of 27 points a game. 15 points is their defensive average. The Spartans score an average of 19.3 points a game while allowing their opponents to score an average of 23 a game. The Spartans' 2 wins were over South Dearborn and Indianapolis Broad Ripple. Losses were to Richmond, Franklin County, Greensburg, and Rushville. We are at Spartan. We asked Spartan head coach Adam Kelly about the visitors to Spartan Stadium. Coach, you've had a chance to see this team on film. What do you think of East Central?
Well, they're pretty big and they're pretty fast and they're pretty strong. They play a clean football game, so we're going to have to make sure that we minimize the mistakes on our side.
What are the keys to this game when you play a team like this?
Well, we've got to play with a lot of heart and a lot of passion. You know, they've got the numbers and they've got some size on us and they've got some experience on us. Mm-hmm. But we've talked to our guys all week about we just want 4 quarters of good, tough football, and if we can do that tonight, we'll give ourselves a chance.
Spartans have won their last 2 out of 3. That's promising.
It is. We're playing better football right now, which is what you want to do in the season. You want to progress and continue to get better, and we've been able to do that this season. And so because of that, we've been able to put a couple away.
This team's East Central's been averaging a little over 4 touchdowns a game, I believe.
I think they're in the 40-point range. Okay. They've scored a lot of points, especially against their Indiana opponents and their conference opponents. So we know they're a good football team. You know, they went to state last year, and we're just going to do what we can do what we do the best that we can do it, and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, I know you've really prepared your young guys for this game, and I know they're looking forward to it.
Yes, we've talked all week about this as an opportunity. Not every team in the state gets a chance to play a team with this caliber, so it's an opportunity to show that we're a good football team. It's an opportunity for us to continue to improve. So that's kind of how we're looking at it.
Coach, have a great game.
All right, thank you, sir.
Ron Spartan coach Adam Kelly talks about East Central being a team with a big roster. They have over 100 kids.
That's unbelievable. That's like 2 pro teams. There's only 53 players on a pro team. These guys have 110. It's amazing. So you got a lot of kids that are only going to play one way, and that makes a big difference. We got kids that play both sides of the ball.
Yes.
You get tired. They're young, but they still get tired. They still wear out. East Central, they don't have to worry about that. They have the luxury of one kid playing quarterback. That's all he plays.
Yes. I guess we mentioned they are 5-1. The Spartans are 2-4, and we have the beginning of this ball game to kick off in just a couple of minutes. Right now, let's take this break on the TV3 Game of the Week.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a CASA volunteer. I am you.
Spartan Stadium scene of the action tonight. East Central and Connersville in high school football. Ball being placed down by the kicker for East Central at the 40-yard line, and it'll be football in the air here in just a second or two. We've had the meeting between the co-captains for the Spartans. It was Dylan Weber tonight, Krister Dudas, Mason Sullenberger, and Seth Bean. They acted as co-captains for CHS this evening, meeting in the middle of the field with the officials. Spartans have 2 men deep. Let's see what this kicker for East Central can do. He is Nick Stidham. Here it goes. It is going to be taken at the 25-yard line by a Spartan. Coming upfield is Sullenberger, stopped at the 30, at the 20. He was brought down 15, so he was dropped at the 20-yard line. That's where the Spartans will begin.
Definitely got to get a good series start right here. Again, we got to keep our kids off the field as much as possible, wear out their defense, and hopefully we can do that right here starting off.
23-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Connorsville comes out, send a couple of receivers to the near side and one to the far side. And at quarterback for CHS, wearing number 13, is Dalton Light. Sophomore up close, rolls to his right, hits a man at the 30-yard line. Du Bois was the receiver, and it'll be second down for the Spartans and about 4, looks like. Let's see. Second down coming up for Connorsville as they try a pass on their first play from scrimmage, and it's complete. Ron, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a very good sign, Fran. Getting that keeps them off balance, the defense off balance.
Ball at the 29-yard line as the Spartans break the huddle. Second down coming up. Here's a snap from center. There's a drive up to the middle of that East Central line, and that's a tough line to crack. Is about every team that plays East Central finds that out. It's at the 30-yard line. Going to be third down and about 3.5 or so for the Spartans. At the 30, the ball resting at their own 30. We're opening of this ball game, opening drive. Connorsville again sends receivers to the near side and far side. Snap from center. Plunge across the 30 to about the 32, 33. It's going to be short, I believe, for a 1st and 10 by about a yard. Oh, it's very close, very close. Let's see if the Spartans decide to go for it. The ball be spotted at the 33-yard line. 4th and less than a yard. See what the call is from Coach Kelly on the near sidelines. Officials are going to go for a measurement. It's that close. An important measurement coming up right now as they will bring the chains in from the far side to see if the Spartans got the necessary yardage for a 1st and 10.
Your chain game this evening is Drew Savoy, Lawrence Smith.
Spartans started back on their own 23-yard line. Here comes the critical measurement for CHS. They're pulling the chains, and it's going to be very close. Let's see if the officials rule. They rule a 1st and 10. Nice opening drive for the Spartans. At least they have picked up a 1st down against this East Central team. That's quite an accomplishment. The Spartans still in their own territory. Spotted at the 33. Breaking from the huddle is CHS. Center over the ball, Connorsville Xavier Martinez. Up close to the center, taking that snap is Light. Keeps the ball, starts to his right, slips and falls. There's a penalty flag down. The ball will be around the 30-yard line, be a loss on the play for Connorsville. Let's check the penalty. See if the officials rule. Officials took like a holding foul against the Spartans, which is a costly foul here early in the ball game. So a walk-off against CHS coming up here. Tenured Malkar puts the ball back to the 21-yard line. First and down, but it's first and 20. Spartans break from the huddle. Spartans line up tight formation this time. Up close, under center, light, man in motion. Here comes the ball, and the carrier moves it to about the 25-yard line. Short pickup on the play of a couple of yards.
Can't stress this enough, Fran, that, that holding penalty was something that did not need to happen at this time. Again, we got that first down. That may have been one of the first downs we've had to kick off the season in a very long time. So, momentum is now not on our side after that penalty.
Well, the Spartans break from the huddle to keep everybody tight. Boy, it's a second down coming up in long yardage.
Against this team, we can't afford to have second and longs, third and longs. We need to have shorts.
Snap from center, play over the left side of the line and goes no place. Picks up maybe a yard, but that's about it. It's going to be a third down coming up for the Spartans. Call it 3rd and 18.
Already so far that defensive line for the Trojans is just a very immovable object, it seems so far.
But we knew that coming in, the way that they've handled their opponents. So, they're tough, Ron.
So again, their only loss against the number 5 team in the country.
To find a hole in that line.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Here comes the play.
Oh, there's a pass. He's wide
There's
open.
a long pass. It's going to be complete at the 40-yard line. The 30,
he's gone. That's a touchdown.
the 20,
Beautiful
and
play.
a touchdown coming up for the Spartans. And are the Spartan fans happy over that one, Ron?
Absolutely. Again, instead of trying to get through that offensive line, you got to spread it out a little bit, kind of do a little trickery right there, and the Spartans played it perfectly. That was a beautiful pass there, and we have a flag on the ground. We'll find out what that is.
That was Dudas, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Chris?
it's against Connersville Spartans.
Oh,
well, wait a minute. They just said touchdown, so I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not sure what the officials are going to rule here.
I think it was a celebration penalty is what was called on that. But, yeah, that was a beautiful play, a beautiful catch. And I tell you what, the Spartans, little trick-a-rooney right there, and we're up 6.
Well, the Spartans have gone to the air more than we've seen them this season. They've been successful.
Yeah, and we have to do that. We have to, again, our line is not going to go against their line very well at all. So we definitely need to, do something to combat that, and that was a perfect way to combat it.
Extra point try coming up. Holding the ball will be Foreman. There's a boot by number 32, and boy, he's got it. It went through Dalton DuBois, kicks the extra point, and the Spartans are up 7-0 with 8 minutes and 1 second remaining in the opening quarter of this ball game. That has to be a big confidence builder, Ron.
Oh, absolutely, especially a play that we've not seen work to perfection.
Spartans will be getting ready to kick off, but that was a long pass play, and it was Spartans deep in their own territory in a 3rd and 18 yards to go for our 1st and 10, and they heaved the ball about 40 yards, and we have a touchdown for Connersville and a lead in this ball game of 7-0.
Dudas was wide open. I mean, he was wide open, and that was a beautiful pass there from Sullenberger to Dudas, and once Dudas got it, it was clear sailing.
Ball is teed up on the 40-yard line by the Spartans kicker, DuBois. Now we'll see what East Central does. This is a team that works mostly on the ground, Ron. They don't pass a whole lot.
No, they are definitely they're bruisers, Fran. These team, they're going to pound you inside. They're going to win at the line, and it's going to be a long night for us if we have to keep our defense out on the ground, out on the field a lot.
This is one of the first times that East Central has been scored on first. I bet it hadn't done happen very often.
I don't like that. Well, we know the South.
Well, we know in that ball game they didn't score first, but the other ones I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Story and Kermit back team for the Trojans.
Spartans ready for the kickoff. It's, again, 8 minutes remaining, so the Spartans took about 4 minutes to score 7 points here in this ball game.
Yeah, and that was the first time all season long here at the field that we've actually been able to score the first time we got the ball. So
that's right.
That's definitely a big momentum boost for
our
kids.
It's an impressive score for the Spartans, and the Spartan fans here really enjoyed that.
Well, what was impressive about it, Fran, was the fact that, we got that first down, and then we had that penalty that put us back, and we had, a couple plays that just didn't go anywhere. And the fact that we didn't panic, we didn't put our heads down. We went to that play that we've never seen before. I don't think we've ever seen that play before at all. And it was perfected. There was no panic at all. There was no rush.
They've called an illegal procedure, I believe.
He kicked it out of bounds.
Okay, and the Spartans...
They're going to re-kick it again.
They're going to re-kick the ball at the 35-yard line. So instead of the 40, it's at the 35.
Which gives East Central that 5-yard cushion. Yeah, and we've seen that. Du Bois seems like he wants to kick it towards out of bounds. I have no idea why. See where he goes again.
Here's a Booth. This one will stay inbounds and be grabbed by East Central boy at the 20-yard line to the 25 to 30, and he's in traffic and in trouble. He's finally brought down at the 36.
Boy, that was a nice. Number 24 took a noggin right there for the Spurs.
Yeah, he took a good bump and everything.
Leighton Circle. Landon Circle. He
spotted at the 36-yard line. That's where the Trojans will begin on their first offensive drive.
I'm not sure if Landon, that looked like it was helmet.
Trojans line up. Receivers wide to the right and left. Here's a snap from center. Ball carrier takes a handoff and drives to about the 45-yard line. Alex Maxwell, a sophomore at East Central, is their quarterback. Where's number 12?
Yeah, that really wasn't an impressive run, but I tell you what, at the same time, he said like there was more than one guy running the ball.
2nd and 2, you're right. 2nd and 2 coming up for East Central as they pick up 8 on that play.
Their guys don't look much bigger than we are.
Here's a man wide to the near side. Now one goes wide to the far side. Spartans put defenders on him. Here's the handoff to a guy getting free, and he's on his way.
Yep. Yeah, he was untouched right there.
There was a handoff from the quarterback to number 1, Logan Story, and he streaked right through the Spartans defense and hits the end zone.
Yeah, that was definitely, that's a running lane that you and I and everyone here in this press box could have ran through. That was a beautifully executed play right there.
Yeah, his blockers did an excellent job for him to open up the holes.
Outstanding. Tell you what, that's how to answer that trick play for the Spartans. 2 plays and they score.
Boy, this ballgame's starting off, Ron. This could be a high-scoring thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the point after try coming up by East Central, and if successful, it will tie this ball game. Here's a kick by Stidham, and it good, and it is the official signal. So we are tied here with 7 minutes and 4 seconds. So that it took them 57 seconds, I think, to score.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Something like that. So.
Yeah.
So we have a tied ball game at 7-7 here at Spartan Stadium. East Central 7, Connersville 7. We're in the opening quarter of play, and right now, before the kickoff by East Central to the Spartans, we'll take a break here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Explore the skies at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, the world's largest military aviation museum, featuring over 360 planes and missiles. Climb into a cockpit, board a space shuttle, ride the simulators, then experience the region's largest 6-story theater screen. Visit Dayton, Ohio, where imagination takes flight. Free admission and free parking, open 9 to 5 every day. Plan your visit at nationalmuseum.af.mil.
Ball placed at the 40-yard line for the kicker from East Central. Trojans in their traveling white jerseys and black pants. Spartans, of course, in their home red jerseys and white pants. And here's a kick, a good one, taken by the Spartans at the 10-yard line. Coming to the near side, the ball carrier picks up a couple of blockers, gets up to about the 30-yard line. Pretty good return by the Spartans. It'll be probably spotted around the 28 or 29.
You know, one thing we learned last time, Fran, was the fact that the Spartans were, we just couldn't really get inside. We could not. Definitely got to spread out their defense a little bit. We can't penetrate that defensive line, so we'll see if we go to the air again.
Spartans start at their own 29-yard line with the ball game tied at 7. Connersville breaking from the huddle. Tight formation this time. East Central with 5 men across the front line. Light looks over the defense, checks his offensive teammates, and here's a handoff. Nope, Light keeps the ball, moves about the 32-yard line. See where the officials finally spot the ball. About the 32 and a half, 33. It'll be at the 33.
Yeah, it looks like you got about 4 yards on that.
So it's a 2nd and 6 coming up for Connersville. Play coming in from the near sidelines. Coach Kelly relays the play to the quarterback. Light runs out, relays it to his teammates. Spartans line up. See if they go to the air this time around. Nobody spread, though. We'll see. Light keeps the ball trapped and going to be thrown for a loss back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
his blockers failed him, and East Central broke through that line, and a couple of guys brought the ball carrier down.
Yeah, just that split second, Fran. I mean, if Sollenberger right here, as you see Sollenberger, I mean, he's a little bit off the screen. If you would have maybe pitched it out to him, but he was under duress and could not do
31-yard line is where they finally spot it. 3rd down coming up for the Spartans. Long yardage.
Yeah, again, we cannot get into these 3rd and longs, Fran, at all.
3rd and 8 for Connersville. Here, Dudas coming wide to the near side. Chris wears number 26. Light rolls out for a pass. He's got Dudas at the 35-yard line. He's shoved out of bounds at about the 37. A complete for the Spartans. Run, that's going to be close. They may call for another measurement here. Let's see what the officials.
He's at least.
No, I guess not. The officials' rule is 4th down and a yard to go. For a moment there, it looked like it was closer than what it really is, where it was spotted.
Going to go for it. A lot of confidence in your offense against this defense.
We'll call it a 4th and 1 for the Spartans. Tight formation. Now a timeout is taken by Connersville. First timeout of the ball game. Comes with 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining to be played in the opening quarter here tonight at Spartan Stadium. We have a score of East Central 7, Connersville 7. Let's take this break here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy foul.
Timeout over. Spartans have planned their strategy. Let's see what happens here on a 4th and 1. The ball again in their own territory. So, Ron, this is a critical play that they need to move that ball a yard to pick up a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I mean, if we get stopped and they score, this game could get out of hand very quickly. So we
Absolutely.
definitely have to pick up this yard and a half.
Going to be a tight formation. Light under center. Moves forward.
No, he's not got it.
Keeps the ball,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's going to be close. He had to get to about the
Well, we'll
39
find
and
out
a
where
half
they
yard
spotted
line.
it.
Let's see where they spot it. That's critical.
Yeah, our near judge may have given it to us. The judge that's near to us. It looks like.
Another umpire.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, they
yeah.
got it. Spartans gambled it and won, Ron.
Yeah, I'm glad they gambled in one right there. I was very concerned at the beginning. It was that initial dive that I didn't think got it, but Light kept his legs moving, and he got us the first down.
It's at just shy of the 40-yard line. But Spartans still in their own territory. Tied this ball game 7-7. Here come the Spartans, breaking from the huddle, lining up, man wide to the right, wide to the far side. Up through the middle of. Oh, the play goes to the left. Picked up a short yardage. Hopping up after carrying the ball for the Spartans, Dalton DuBois. Moved the ball to about the 41-yard line. Make it a 2nd and 9. Spartans out of the huddle. Tight formation. 4 minutes remain to be played in the opening period here tonight. Man in motion. Sullenberger takes a pitch out and is immediately hit and dropped. It's going to be for a loss. It's going to be dropped at about the 37, 38-yard line. Loss on the play.
Yeah, that was I tell you what, that was a swarming defense there from East Central. As you see, a lot of their guys, I mean, they just very fast and got around Sullenberger before he could even take a look upfield.
They figured that play out real quick.
Oh, yeah. Look at number 6 right here. He's back on him, and then 2 or 3 more guys come in there. That's just great defense there from East Central.
The ball will be spotted at the 39, where it's 3rd down for the Spartans coming up. We'll call it a 3rd and 11.
3rd and forever.
Yeah, there. See if they go to the air. Nope. Handoff and going to the left side, number 32 for the Spartans, DuBois, and he goes nowhere.
Yeah, we're definitely going to punt this one. We're not going to try to go it for 4th
No,
and 12.
I don't think they'll try a 4th and 12, 11 or 12.
Obviously our running game hasn't been working. I would love to have seen them do a pass play right there to, try to at least keep East Central off balance a little bit, kind of keep them guessing a little bit.
DuBois will stand at his 25-yard line, getting ready to punt it away.
DuBois on the punt for the Spartans.
So East Central is about to get the football for the 2nd time.
Matt Lewis, back deep.
High, and will come down around the 30-yard line. About the 33 is where they'll spot the ball. That's where East Central will take over on their own 33.
Yeah, our defense definitely has to tighten up. Right now, I mean, they had 2 plays and they scored in less than a minute last time. Let's hope that our defense tightens it up a little bit and makes them earn it if they are going to score.
Both teams scored on their opening drives. The Spartans, though, did not on their second drive. We'll see what East Central does on their second drive. They line up with receivers spread to the right and left. Here comes the play. Runner coming to the near side to the 40, 45, 50 in Connersville territory and shoved out of bounds at about the 45.
Again, the running lanes that this offensive line opens for the runners, the running backs of East Central is just very, very impressive.
It's Jaden Williamson, the ball carrier, picked up good yardage. 1st and 10 for East Central. As they get the ball in Connersville territory, it'll be spotted at the 45.
Yeah, I mean, giving up 10, 15, 20 yards a time, it's going to make it a long night for the faithful out here.
Well, so far, Ron, we know why they stay on the ground.
Oh yeah, well, it's working. I mean,
That's right.
They've had 3 plays so far, and they're well over 100 yards rushing.
They just don't pass a whole lot. Here's a guy.
No, and he
was stopped
too.
a couple of times,
Yep,
and then he was grabbed and
That's
into the end zone.
That's another 2-play drive for a touchdown. That's unreal.
East Central scores for the second time, and
they're over 150 yards almost in 4 rushing plays. That's
they move
crazy.
the ball into the end zone real quick.
Yeah, they don't mess around. Wow.
Don't waste a whole lot of time.
No.
They go up 13-7, and here's their extra point try coming. Here's snap, kicks on his way.
That kid's impressive.
Looks pretty good. I think it
Yep.
is.
Yeah, very good.
And it's a 14-0 ball game in favor of East Central over Connersville with 1:36 to be played here in the opening period. So far, East Central is 2 for 2 on their drives, Ron.
Yeah, actually 2 for 2 as far as 2 plays, 2 touchdown.
That's
first
right.
Time, 2 plays, touchdown the second time. This is unreal. Very, very impressive.
Well, let's see if the Spartans can counter here. We looked really good on our first drive, so let's hope that that returns here. We can do something about this being down by a touchdown.
You know, if we really want to make this game competitive offensively, we really need to any pass plays that we have. We need to open up that part of the playbook.
Yes,
and open that up a little bit because obviously our running game is just not. Our line is being out-muscled by the defensive line from East Central. So, offensively, we need to really spread it out a little bit. Keep East Central honest.
Yeah, their defensive line's incredible. I mean,
it's unbelievable.
We knew that going in to this ball game. A kick that'll be taken at the 10 by Connersville up to the 20, 25. 27-yard line. The ball carrier is shoved out of bounds. That return by Connersville's Dalton DuBois. Dalton wears number 32.
He does a lot for this team, Dalton, right there, and we can't afford him taking a hit like that. And again, we have 50 kids in our team, and they have double that. So, I mean, it's unreal the difference in both programs, and the schools are almost similar in size.
Spartans start at their own 27-yard line. East Central is the largest school in the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference with, I have it written down here, they have 1,112 kids in their 4 grades. There's a guy getting loose for the Spartans to the 50-yard line.
That was McHenry. That was a nice run. That was the best lane that we opened up our offensive line right there. Again, I talk about maybe opening up the passing. And again, right on cue, we have a great offensive play right there that, really gets the faithful out of the seats.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're in East Central territory at the 49. Man wide to the far side. Here's the pitch out, and twisting and turning, picking up maybe a yard or so is Connersville's Dalton DuBois.
Yeah, Dalton DuBois right there. It looked like there was maybe a fumble. I heard some ooh and ahs in the crowd, but it was just a pitch out from Light, and DuBois does the twisting and turning through the never and gets tackled. And I thought he may have broken free a little bit, but no, he got taken only for two yards.
2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, yeah. I can't add. It is only 1 yard. It looked like it was 2 from where we're standing.
Spartans tight formation this time. Up close to the center, taking the snap. It's Light. He keeps the ball, comes to the near side, gets to about the 45-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the Spartans, and they're going to need about 5 yards.
Yeah, this is 3rd and respectable for the Spartans. The first time we've had really a 3rd and respectable all night. Again, I'd still like to see, and it looks like Light's coming out of the ball game. And Atkins is going to be coming in, the freshman.
He'll be at the quarterback spot as we have the clock showing zeros. We've played the first 12 minutes of tonight's ball game here at Spartan Stadium, and it is a 14-7 game, East Central over Connersville. We'll have the second period coming up. Right now, you are watching on TV3 the game of the week.
Cradles Child Care at the Hope Center offers a loving environment for children of high school students, college students, and our working parents. We accept infants 2 weeks of age to 3 years old. If you are looking for a low-cost child care, please contact 825-1244 or visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com.
Second quarter underway. Here comes the opening play. Spartans, here's a pitch out to the near side. Coming around and getting into the 39-yard line is the ball carrier for Connersville. Number 32 again, as we call his name quite often, Dalton DuBois.
And that should be a first down. There we go. I was going to say
for the Spartans.
Yeah, I was going to say they took forever to call that. I thought either they were going to chain gain out there or not. But again, one way to get through the line is to go around it. We've gone around it.
Yes, more success there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Connersville has Alec Atkins, as you mentioned. Number 5 is the freshman quarterback for the Spartans.
Yeah, Light's getting his either a hip or he's on the trainer's table.
Right. Alec hands off.
Foreman the ball carrier.
Foreman brings the ball to the near side and picks up a little bit of yardage, about a yard is all. Going to be 2nd and 9.
And I'm not sure if
second
that's Foreman. I think that may have been Foreman's first carry of the night.
I think you're right. Yes.
You know, Atkins right there, he's only 5'8" against that big line. We may not be doing any passing because, you know, again, that's a huge defensive line when you're 5'8", and you got to be able to see over that to throw in.
Okay, Alec will be up close to center, taking the ball. Man in motion is Sullenberger. Alec rolls to his right. He's in traffic. Finally heaves the ball, and
wow.
Knocked
and
around on the far sideline.
He may have been. There may be a roughing the passer
yeah,
right here for him.
The penalty flag is down.
Yeah, we're going to find out. That may have been roughing the passer, but that.
Yeah, he
again,
was knocked
you don't.
Down.
Yeah, that's just a freshman mistake right there. Atkins could have just easily thrown it out of bounds. Yeah, that's first down for us. Yeah, that was a clear roughing the passer right here. Again, he's panicking, not sure where to throw it. He throws it, and he gets, slammed to the ground right there.
Yeah,
that's
I think
why they called that play.
He threw the ball because he was going to be brought down, I believe.
Yeah, but he threw it. Again, he shouldn't have been slammed like that. That's why they called the personal foul. But again, throw it out of bounds. It was dangerous. That could have been a pickoff.
Well, absolutely. He threw it into East Central's. There were three guys over there.
Yeah,
they bounced the ball around, and neither one of them caught it, but hard telling what had happened had one of them. But anyway, the Spartans have the ball deep in East Central territory. Ball spotted at the 22.
Here's a blitz. Wow, it's picked up nicely.
There's a ball handed. Well, he just.
That was Becker on that. Becker looked like he was going to throw it.
Beckman took the handoff and shoved back and dropped around the 32-yard line. Big loss on the play for the Spartans.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see it. That's not what we need to happen, especially after getting that penalty. We're down 15 back, but, again, Becker got that ball, and again, there was a blitz. It was a nice pickup, but the inside guy didn't pick up the inside guy.
Ball at the 32-yard line for the Spartans. 2nd down and 20 coming up here.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Played 2 minutes of the second quarter here tonight at Spartan Stadium. East Central up by a touchdown. Here's East Central's defensive line getting in there again and dropping the ball carrier. Short gain by DuBois.
Did he gain? It looks like he has gained.
A little bit, couple of yards maybe. Let's see where they finally spot the ball. It's at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3rd and 18. Connersville out of the huddle. Tight formation this time.
Definitely 4-down territory for the Spartans.
Atkins runs to the far side, pitches out to Sullenberger. Mason gets free for good yardage. It'll be short, though, of a first down. It'll be spotted around the 21-yard line.
You know, again, that was a nice play there. Atkins held the ball as long as he could, and I mean, that was a nice, mature play from Atkins right there. Again, as he rolled on out, kind of held the ball as much as possible, kept the defense honest, and then pitched it out there to Sullenberger, who gained about 12 yards on that. And, you know, Sullenberger, you know, again, we need to have some. Oh, we're kicking a field goal.
A field goal for the Spartans. First time here at home that they tried a field goal.
That's going to be a 38-yard field goal.
Du Bois will be the kicker. Puts his foot to it, and it's blocked. And that means East Central will be taking over as everything that bad happened is happening right now, Ron.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, you got to go for it. I mean, 38-yard field goal. I mean, that's what you got to do, and you know, their defensive line is just really dominating this ball game. Their offensive line is dominating this ball game. The line of East Central, we have no answer for on each side of the ball.
Field goal try block, so East Central's Trojans with the ball at the Connersville 27-yard line will take over.
You know, we definitely need to stop them. You know, they've only had the ball for probably a minute and a half for this ball game, and 4 plays.
They make the most of it, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Man, wide to the near side.
No, they're passing.
There's a pass coming. It is complete at the 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds at the 41 by Sullenberger at Connersville.
Nice. There's a personal flag. That may be against East Central. Not quite sure. They may throw it against Sullenberger, but somebody kicked somebody. There's going to be a personal foul on this play right here, Fran.
Ball carrier was Justin Brown of the Trojans. Officials talking it over.
Yeah, not quite sure, but it's going to be a personal foul maybe against Sullenberger. I can't quite. Yep.
Against the Trojans.
Yep. Again, you know, I've seen some rough play from East Central. They've definitely have gotten in our face a few times and has been taunting, and you know, nice for Sullenberger for not responding to that.
Yes.
The guy kicked at him, and he just walked off. That's class there from Mason.
Ball spotted near the 25-yard line.
Again, we got to make them pay. You know, we didn't make them pay last time when they had the personal foul against when we had the ball. We didn't make them pay. As a matter of fact, we went back 10 yards. So, you know, we got to make them pay right here.
Here's a snap from center. The ball carrier up through the Spartans line.
Another
penalty flag flies, and the ball carrier is dropped at the 32-yard line or 31. The officials are conferring.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a flag or and there's another
flag.
We're going to find out what this is.
The officials are throwing flags. They're going to keep control of this ball game, apparently. Yeah. They are talking it over.
Hold it, yeah. Figured
Another
it might
one
be a hold.
against East Central.
Personal foul against East Central. Wow, we're going to take the 15-yard. I don't think they're going to combine them, but you know, again, East Central needs to keep their head together.
Right. I mean, a team that disciplined, I'm a little surprised.
Yeah.
Officials are talking it over. Ball right now resting at the 31-yard line. Let's see where it finally ends up at.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to. It's going to be at least 15 yards right here, Fran. They'll take the longest yard one and.
Marking off the yardage is the official with the football. It's going to be.
I guess 10 yards.
Spotted at about a. No, he's continue to walk. He's at the 10-yard line and the 9-yard line where he finally puts the ball.
That's a 20-yard penalty right there as the Faithful's going crazy with that. Yeah, kind of like that reminds me of that game on The Price is Right where that little guy keeps going up that hill and you don't know when he's going to stop. That's what the referee was doing. But, you know, again, we've seen East Central's taking a timeout. We've seen them score very quickly, though, Fran.
That's right. I'm sure their coaching staff is disappointed in
not happy at all.
Their action of the East Central team. In fact, their coach is out talking to the head official here tonight. to get some clarification. But you just don't see that all that often.
No,
Two penalties like that on one play.
Yeah, the hold.
I'm sure one of the kids said something to the official after the initial holding call, and that brought on the second.
It had to have been.
Yes.
But again, keep your mouth shut. You're winning this ball game.
That's right. That's right.
You're the favorite, so just play it like you are.
The officials are going to keep control of the ball game. That's their main concern. The official coach of the East Central team is pretty animated out there.
Yeah, he's not happy at all with that. He's again, he's trying to calm everybody down. A little pat on the shoulder.
Won the battle, I think. So
they're always going to win the battle. Yeah,
he decided to leave the field. And
he patted them on the back like, "Hey, we're going to be fine." But again, we've seen this team score very quickly.
Yes.
We have to make them pay. It's first and 55.
They're at the 9-yard line of Connorsville with 30 yards to go for a 1st and 10, I believe. See if the Spartans' defense can hold right now, and the Spartans get the ball back.
I'd like to see
in
that.
Decent territory. Good play on defense by the Spartans. They've stopped the ball carrier. He may have lost on the play.
Yeah, that right there was probably the fastest. We saw our defense, Fran, as there was a nice little lane that was open up there from East Central, and our guys just clogged it up real quick. They clogged it up like an artery, and we stopped him. That was our best stand right there against their run.
2nd down coming up. Ball spotted right around the 10-yard line.
2nd and 27. That's, again, we've seen them score.
That's right.
Pretty quickly and have 50-plus yard plays.
Receivers to the wide left and right. So will that be a pass play coming up?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Yeah, he's rolling out. The quarterback fires when he's got a man at the 22-yard line. Needed a Connorsville Spartan immediately on him. That was Dudas, who brought the ball carrier down after he received the pass, and it'll be a pickup on the play, but it's a 3rd down and probably 14 yards to go for the 1st and 10. Spartans need to hold here.
Definitely need to hold here. I mean, that was a very good defensive play from the Spartans. All the receivers downfield were covered. The one that was underneath was not, but there was plenty of our guys right there to get him, and Dudas got him pretty quickly as soon as he got the ball. No damage done. But again, this team can score quick. We need to not get overconfident.
East Central again splits receivers to the wide, to the far left. There's a pass in the backfield. That is taken by a ball carrier and 1st down, and gets through the Spartans defense. Finally caught, but not before he gets to the 49-yard line. Big pickup by East Central.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by East Central right there. Again, they sent a lot of their receivers down. All of our guys, all of our safeties and cornerbacks were down the field, and then when they threw that little bit of a screen, you saw the big blockers that were ahead. You knew that he was going to get a lot of yardage. Glad he didn't score. Again, this team is very explosive, very dangerous.
Yes. Ball at the East Central 48-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Comes a play. Oh, nice defense by the Spartans. They dropped the ball carrier at the 46-yard line.
Actually, that was the quarterback had the ball. It kind of fooled me, too. I thought the other guy had it that was being dragged down, but the quarterback, he slipped down.
They got down in the backfield, loss of 2, and bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd down, 12, 11 or 12 for East Central.
Again, just because they had that big play, Fran, does not mean that our defense hasn't been doing its job and to put a little scare in them.
A little over 6 minutes remaining here, the opening half of play. There's a pass coming up. There's a long one that will be out of the reach, overthrown at the 20-yard line. Nice
coverage there from
Brady Gosnell. Was the number 2 for the Spartans. That was right along with the receiver.
And again, Brady, he's been covering their receivers very well all night.
Yes.
Again, that big play that they just had on 3rd down, part of it was because of the good coverage that they had downfield. They had to go underneath, and, we didn't have anybody around to stop them.
3rd down coming up for East Central, a 3rd and 12. Trojans break from the huddle.
Again, another third, and we got to keep somebody up. We can't get burned again with something underneath. Oh, they drew us offline.
Right, they're going to be a 5-yard mark up against the Spartans.
Yeah, drew us offside right there. And again, still a third and 7.
Yes, it'll be in Connersville territory at the 48-yard line.
And this may be 4 downs for East Central. I mean, they got the explosive offense. I don't see them punting right here if we stop them.
Here's the pitch out.
Well, we're
Ball
not going to anyways. Wow.
Picks up enough yardage, I believe. He gets to around the 36-yard line. Yes,
there's going to be a fight.
Yes.
You got to watch it.
The helmet off of one of the players of East Central, and the Spartan boy, when he's okay. He was there on the ground for a second or two, and I thought maybe he was not going to be able to get up, but he quickly jumped up. That's the 1st and 10 for the Trojans in Connersville territory at the 35.
Tell you what, East Central is not too happy that number 85 for the East Central, probably the tallest guy out there on the field. He came up. I thought he was going to throw some swings, Justin Brown, and he was quickly escorted off the field. You don't need to see that.
Here's the pitch out, and the Spartans move in on the ball carrier. That was number 11, Cole Knoll, who carried the ball, picked up a couple of yards, maybe 3. See what they finally spotted.
It's impressive what's going on with East Central. Their first 2 drives, they had 2 plays each time, and they scored very quickly. Here's a nice sustained drive. We've been able to see them in trouble, and they've been able to come out of it very easily.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 coming up for the Trojans in Connersville territory. Here's the pitch out to the nearest far side, hugging the sidelines, the ball carrier, and getting.
There's a flag. Yeah, and that may be on us. We'll find out.
It'll be a late hit or what, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're going to find out here very soon what's going on. And, again, these flags are coming on both teams. Emotion's getting pretty high.
Yeah, be definitely against the Spartans. Yep. That's a costly penalty against Connersville.
Well, I don't think they would take it, only because they got the first down, and they're going to mark it more.
Mark off.
Yeah.
What, 10?
Oh, it's half the distance of the field goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. First and goal. Again, very impressive drive from East Central right here. Again, we've seen them get in trouble, have a couple 3rd and longs, and they were able to overcome it with some great plays. I mean, their playbook is it's enormous compared to what we have.
Ball resting at the 6-yard line of Connersville, 1st and goal for East Central. Threatening here for the 3rd time tonight. Here's the play coming up, and goes into the end zone.
Yeah, that's how you follow your blockers. That's how that right there is textbook. That's fundamental football right there. Very, very impressive drive from East Central.
Logan Story carried the ball into the end zone for the 3rd touchdown of the evening for East Central. And they go up 20-7. We're getting ready for the extra point try.
Well, the confidence that East Central has right now, Fran, very, very impressive.
Okay, they're getting ready for the point after try. Be a kick.
Wow, that could have got a boot.
That's good. So East Central is perfect on the night. 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points, and they go up by a 21-7 score over Connersville with 4:21 remaining to be played here in the first half. We'll take a break, reminding you that you are watching on TV3 the Game of the Week.
I am for the child who lives in motels, cars, and shelters, now in foster care, a group home, where he sleeps not on a bed, but on a temporary cot. He is the child I am for. I am a CASA volunteer, I am you.
Kick off East Central to the Spartans. Ball placed out at the 40-yard line. Here's a kick. Taken by Connersville at the 10-yard line, 15 to the 20. To about the 26-yard line.
One of our guys is down. That's Foreman. I don't know if he was stepped on or not, but
not sure either. But Donovan is on the ground here.
Yeah, he's not happy at all. Let's
see
what they're going to be working on.
Maybe sure.
Maybe a hip.
Check here for a second. See what.
Oh no, they go with the leg.
Yeah, his.
Again, I don't know if he got stepped on or if he was.
I'm not sure either. Just what happened here.
Yeah, we don't need that kid down.
Donovan wears number 6. Let's see.
I can't quite tell what's going on there, but again, the Spartans are pretty concerned, and he's out there for a while. So
while they tend to, Donovan Foreman, we'll take a break. This is the TV3 Game of the Week.
The Hope Center offers a baby boutique store where our parents can shop for items for their children that they have earned with Hope Bucks through our Parenting with Hope education classes. If you are interested in participating in Parenting with Hope, please contact the Hope Center at 825-1244 or visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com.
Okay, Donovan Foreman, the Spartan player, was brought off the field. He was helped off the field, favoring his right knee.
Not good. Can't have that kid out.
Spartans will be putting the ball in play down here in this ball game by a 21-7 score. Spartans in control right now. Bring the ball and pick up a little bit of yardage, getting to about the 26 or 27-yard line. It's going to be a second down coming up and about 8 yards for Connersville. Connersville breaking from the huddle.
Wonder how again, we're definitely a running team as Atkins is in there and lights out.
Atkins kept the ball and came to the near side, tried to get into that line of East Central and got to about the 31-yard line. A short pickup on the play. It's going to be at the 31-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball.
Foreman and Light being out, it's that's that really hurts our offense right here. Again, we have to start doing something at the line. We have to start doing something that we can solve that riddle.
3rd and 5 for Connersville on their own 31-yard line. I thought some East Central guys jumped off, but no flags. To the far side goes the play, and loss on the play. That'll be 4th down for Connersville, and it's a punting situation, but let's see.
We'll definitely be punting that. I mean, there's no reason for us to put ourselves in a deeper hole.
4th down coming up. Spartans about as you say, a punting situation. Going to take a timeout.
If again, the difference between the offenses in the running game is the fact that East Central has that line that opens up those lanes. They have a line that leads the blockers. that last play where we ran 20 yards sideways, we didn't have really anybody to block and lead. And that's the big difference, again, obviously, so far in this ball game.
Right. Yeah, their line is well known. I mean,
very impressive. I mean, the scouting report's very clear. East Central run.
Spartans come out, ready for the punt. Ready for the snap from center.
Not a good
low
snap.
One, but Du Bois gets it away, comes down around the
46
yard line as it will be put in play.
46-yard line of the Trojans. It'll be first and
It'll be East Central going on the offense. They're up by a 21-7 score.
Yeah, and this is dangerous to say, but this may be their best field position they've had all night right here.
Yes, I think you're right. It's at the 46-yard line. East Central ball. Spartans go on defense. Trojans will line up. Snap from center, shotgun formation this time. There's a long pass that will be batted down. Good defense by the Spartans on the far side.
Oh my gosh, now Sullenberger's down.
He's grabbing his leg. Is rolling around on the ground.
That's not good at all. Yeah, he's not coming back. I mean, that's the way he's.
Let's see what his problem is. They're going to have to come out and tend to him right now.
Oh, that's not good. We'll see what we got right here. Again, excellent coverage from Sullenberger. He was going up for it. Let's see what happens with his leg right here as he. Yeah.
I'm not sure if he tripped over, stumbled over the intended receiver for East Central or what.
Yeah, and it's his ankle got twisted up there a little bit.
They're working on Mason Sullenberger.
Yeah, we're going to show this replay again here, Fran.
Right.
At first, I thought it may have been his knee, the way he came down and grabbed it a little bit, but we'll see right here. Check his left leg right here. That's not good. Yeah,
his right ankle and everything.
His left ankle. Yeah, that dude is unless we've seen him do some amazing things, but
medical people are out there attending to him right now. They're from Fayette Regional. They do a great job, Ron.
Outstanding job. We got Light that's injured. He's out, and then Foreman is there on the table, and
right.
And now Sullenberger is going to join him.
They're going to help him off the field.
Yeah.
While they bring Mason off the field, we'll take a break here on the TV3 Game of the Week. Second down for East Central. The ball at the 41-yard line. Snap from center. Here's a quarterback keeping the ball, going right up through the middle of the Spartan line, but doesn't go far. To about the 46-yard line is where the ball carrier is brought down. Again, that's Alex Maxwell, who quarterbacks for East Central.
Yeah, was that third
down coming up?
Yeah, again, we got a third and long. Again, stop them right here. And, but with the way that East Central has been playing so well, Fran, that they may go
it's
fourth
a third
down.
and 9, and there's a pass that will be very close to the 1st and 10 marker, but let's see if the officials, what they rule.
Well, it looks like he doesn't have it, but they're going to go for it. I mean, obviously they're going to go for it. I mean, they're
in
I don't think they've ever not gotten 1 yard.
They're at the 45-yard line. You're right. They will go on 4th and 1.
Yeah, he got
the ball up to the middle, and they gets to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, you got about 7-8 yards. It seemed like they're on that quarterback keeper. That's impressive.
Yeah, the whole Spartan team with him, I thought.
Yeah.
See where they spot it. Around the 39. So it'll be 1st and 10 for East Central.
Again, very impressive. East Central, they're opening up the again, we talked about them passing, and we got a timeout, but our defense is on its heels because now the passing game's opened up.
A little over a minute remaining to be played in the opening half of this ball game here at Spartan Stadium tonight, and taking a brief timeout is Connersville, but it will be East Central with a 1st and 10. Let's see if the Spartans can keep them out of the end zone here, Ron, with 1:25. We've seen this East Central team score with not too many minutes off the clock.
Oh, no, not at all. I think their first one was less than a minute, and the second one was pretty much the same thing. Their last drive was very impressive, again, because we had their backs against the wall and they pulled out all the stops.
Right.
Again, this team is very impressive simply because they have they have a fundamental feel to it, and again, one of the most impressive things is now that their passing game is really disrupting our defense. Who would have thought?
Timeout's over and play's about to be resumed with just under a minute and a half remaining in the first half of tonight's game. Here come the Trojans lining up, and a couple of guys wide to the near side. Quarterback up under center. No, he's in a shotgun.
Yep.
Here's a snap. Here's a pass, and it will be out of the reach of the intended receiver. Incomplete.
Yeah, again, I'm very impressed with their offensive arsenal, so to speak. And we've been able to cover them when they've thrown it downfield. Nice coverage there from Dudas.
Yeah, it was good defense by Chris. Ball brought back to the 39-yard line where it's 2nd down for the Trojans. They're in Connersville territory. Up by a 21-7 score.
One of our coverage, against Sullenberger out.
Man wide to the near side.
Another pass.
The quarterback rolling out, heaves one to the same
that's
spot.
Good.
He's got a guy this
beautiful.
time.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and he's not liking it at all. He's, has his head in his hands.
That East Central young man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, I think.
Well, it was a little underthrown, and he had to kind of slow down a little bit, and he was off balance when he grabbed it. As you see, again, wide open, he's right there, but again, he's trying to hold up a little bit.
Right.
And, no reason why he should have.
Cole Noel was the guy. No, it was number 1, Logan Story.
Yeah, he's probably off the team now. This is something like that. You got 35,000 other kids over there who want to play.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. He's not happy with that at all.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Trojans.
And they're passing again.
There's
That's
another
crazy.
pass, which
and
is.
now he catches
them.
it. That's a
now
touchdown. That's crazy.
He scores this time, Story, right up through the center, and the quarterback hits him for a touchdown. He takes it into the end zone.
Again, just very impressive that I don't know how we can stop this offense when. Now they're bringing out the passing.
That's right, which they're not known for.
No.
We prepared to play a ground game mostly against them, and here they are passing the ball.
This is getting ugly.
So they go up 27-7, and they're getting ready for the extra point try. It'll be another kick. They're perfect on the night so far. And
they are there too.
They stay perfect. East Central 28, Connersville 7, with just over a minute remaining to be played in the first half of this ball game here tonight. This is Youth Football League night. I think they'll be recognizing all the youngsters that play football on Saturdays here at Connersville, mostly elementary students.
Yeah, again, these kids, when they play out here on Saturday afternoons, they have dreams of playing here on Friday nights.
That's
and
right.
It's always nice to see them come up, the future Spartans, and
sure,
like to see that we can maybe pull off a miraculous comeback against this East Central team. But again, it's nice to be able to recognize the youth.
Well, they're the future, and that's part of Adam Kelly, Coach Adam Kelly's program here to get the youngsters involved early.
Yeah, Kelly he has his fingerprint on on the entire football program.
Yes, he does.
Here in Connersville. You know, you hate to see that. You know, we've had a couple guys on the table right now, and Foreman and Sullenberger with ankle injuries, and hate to see that happen when the kids are out here watching.
It'll be an East Central kickoff to Connersville. Ball placed at the 40 by the kicker for this East Central team. Approaches the ball and it's on its way. High end over end taken by a Spartan at the 15, coming to the near side to the 20, 25, 26. Shoved out of bounds at around the 30, 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looked right there for a second that there may have been a little bit of a break there from McHenry, but again, East Central is so fast on, special teams, offense and defense. I mean, they're a very fast team. Watch right here. As he gets a little bit of a clip, but kind of breaks free right there. No, there's a guy right there.
Christian is a senior at Connersville wearing number 11, 5'7".
We just saw in that replay where, it's not just one guy that's taking our guys down. They got 3 or 4 guys that come in and tackle us.
Well, as you pointed out, Ron, they have so many kids on the team that they can constantly run fresh people out there.
Yeah. I mean, that makes all the difference in
Certainly
the world.
Does.
Yeah. And was there a flag?
I don't know what.
It
stepped out of bounds or what, but they placed the ball at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything? Didn't hear Tim say anything?
No, I saw no flags or anything. So Spartans deep in their own territory.
I tell you, this is kind of a baptism by fire for Aikens, as he, as a freshman going up against this huge team.
Right when you think a year ago this young guy was playing 8th grade football.
Nice.
There's McHenry running to the near side and getting close to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, I mean, that was, he bounced off a few guys and ran outside and got about, 8 or 9 more yards from that. I mean, it was a nice run there from Christian. Like to see us score before we get into the locker room.
It's right at the 30-yard line, their own 30.
We need to score because East Central gets the ball coming out.
That's right. Atkins looking over his team and checking out the defense. There's a handoff to McHenry, and East Central's indicating a fumble and a recovery by the Trojans.
I don't see anything. Yeah. No, it's a fumble.
Yes, and a recovery by East Central.
Didn't even see it.
I didn't either.
Wow, that's not what we needed to go in the locker room.
No, that's a big turnover by the Spartans here as we near the end of the first half.
Yeah.
And East Central will be at the 30-yard line of Connersville, and who knows what they can do in 43 seconds.
We've seen it. We've seen it. I mean, they very good. Let's see if we can. I can't see. Well, look. In the replay right there, Fran, I couldn't see the ball come out. I couldn't quite see what was going on.
I know it. No, you couldn't see it. And the only signal we got was when the East Central
kids,
players started pointing toward the goal. So Trojans, see if they go to the air or not. They are. Yes, they will. Here is fired long, and it's incomplete. Good defense by the Spartans. We had 3 guys down there breaking up that play.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that last, touchdown pass there to number 1 who dropped the one before, we basically have covered downfield pretty well. They've had some inside the box, some swing plays that worked well to their advantage. But when they've tried to go deep, we've done pretty well. One of the times that we covered very well, we cost the Sullenberger, but
another timeout taken by Connersville. The defensive coordinator wants to talk it over with the Spartans.
Yeah, Foreman's off the bench. They got a splint on his ankle, and he's in crutches, and
not good.
Yeah, they're going to get that to Sullenberger here for too long, as Mason's not on the table. He's sitting on the bench.
This is the worst game for injuries as far as the Spartans are concerned. We haven't seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen had that many injuries at all, if any, this year. And I figured the first couple games when it was, very hot, that we would have a lot of cramping, but we never did. So, this is, and again, talk about it with the kids coming out here. We're going to honor the youth program. You don't like to see injuries like this when the kids are out here watching.
Well, that's important. Play about to be resumed. Timeout's over. We're in the final seconds of the opening half here at Spartan Stadium tonight.
Geez, the timeout was over 35 minutes ago, and East Central still they're milking it for all they can.
Here come the Trojans lining up.
I'm wondering if they're not treating this game pretty much right now, since it's 28-7, and all these passing plays, if they're nice pump fake.
There's a long one that's going to be.
Oh, well, he should have caught that too.
Incomplete.
That was unbelievable. Yeah, these again, they don't have that. They don't have that many passing plays. So it's so.
Yeah, he had it and then he didn't have it. I mean. Of course, he had to keep his eye on the football and the Spartan defender too. So,
well, I mean, he had a step on him. But again, it's 4th and 10, and they're going to go for it.
Well, why not?
Oh yeah, why not? They get the ball coming out of the locker room, so here's another passing play.
The rolling out as a quarterback fires long, and
it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Spartans along the far sidelines, brought upfield to the 40-45. Nice interception by Connersville.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have too many pass plays from East Central coming out of the chute the next half. But, again, nice interception there from
it was a
Du Bois.
Great interception by Dalton, and he brought the ball upfield. So that sort of stymies East Central's attempt to tack on another 6 or 7 before the end of the first half.
Yeah, let's just hope that they, we can capitalize and score with 16 seconds to go.
Ball at the 44-yard line of Connersville. 1st and 10 for the Spartans with time running out here in the opening half. Spartans will go to the air, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, have to.
Nope. The ball taken by Connersville as Trevor Becker was in there as quarterback. He's a 6'2 freshman, one of the 2 freshman quarterbacks on the Spartan team. He slipped and fell. And
here we go.
Be a loss on the play as the clock runs to 0-0 as far as time is concerned. So that means we've reached halftime here tonight at Spartan Stadium. And the East Central Trojans lead Connersville 28-7 as we played 24 minutes of this ball game. Ron, we saw the Spartans score early.
Yes.
And
score first.
At first, and East Central probably said that's enough of that.
Yeah.
So, so they went to work and tacked on 4 touchdowns in the opening half, and they have a score of 28-7. But the Spartans haven't given up. I mean, these kids have worked hard.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, again, this team, East Central Trojans, they have an incredible line on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
That's what's winning this ball game. Fundamental football. They have the players. Again, we talked about it earlier. They got 110 players. They can be fresh. They don't have to play both sides of the ball. Again, when we've lost Foreman and Sullenberger, definitely Foreman for the game. Not sure about Sullenberger, but it looks like he's going to be gone. We've lost 2 players. We lost 4 players. Basically,
quarterback
on each side of the ball.
Right.
So it's we're seeing a fresh team. We're seeing a well-oiled machine in East Central, and again they have, they're pulling all the stops, and we're not being able to stop them.
But we're playing with 2 freshman quarterbacks. A lot of underclassmen.
Oh yeah. We're still a very young team. We had majority of freshmen last year. Sophomores. So again, we got to remember Dalton Light is the veteran quarterback, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, that's right. So the Spartans, I think, have a great future. Next week, next game will be the Spartans playing at Lawrenceburg, and then they'll be back home on October the 14th to close the season to take on the Batesville Bulldogs in the final game of the regular season, and That will be senior night and pink out night. So that should be quite a night.
Absolutely. Senior night. Last time we see these kids on this field, and hopefully we can walk out of that game with a victory.
Right now it's halftime here at Spartan Stadium tonight, and the score is 28-7 in favor of East Central over the Connersville. Our second half will be coming up shortly. Right now, a reminder that you are watching on TV3 the Game of the Week. Second half about to get underway here at Spartan Stadium tonight with the East Central visiting Trojans out in front 28-7 in this ball game. Ron, we were talking about the enrollments. These are the two biggest schools in the Eastern Indiana Conference. They have 1,112 kids. Connersville has 1,112. East Central has 1,302. So about a 200 enrollment difference.
Well, they have the 200 enrollment differences out on the. I mean, they have.
They bring 110, 120 kids on 3 buses to play football.
Wow. Yeah, that's a program.
Here's the kickoff by the Spartans to the Trojans, and it is taken at the 12-yard line by number 1. He feeds off to number 32. He heads to the far side. There's one defender of the Spartans zooming in on him and banging him out of bounds at about the 44, 45-yard line.
Well, you talk about Dalton having to do everything. He had to, stop him right there. Again, East Central with the tricks coming out.
That guy was on his way, wasn't he?
Yeah. This team, I tell you, they're very, very impressive. Obviously, the most impressive team we've seen all season long.
Oh, yes. They spotted at the 45. They're on 45, so that's where the Trojans take over here as we begin our second half of play.
Yeah, down 28-7. We really need to, tighten it up. Obviously, we're missing 2 of our big studs out there, and that's Donovan Foreman and Mason Sullenberger out with ankle injuries. Not seeing them out on the field at all. They're probably at the hospital getting x-rayed, and that's a really blow to both sides of the ball.
There's a ball carrier coming to the near side, and he's breaking loose as he gets beyond the Spartan defenders and heads for the end zone. That's Logan Story again, as he's found a home in the end zone tonight.
Yeah, that kid likes that end zone right there. Again, they came out of here, and again, just a very nice running lane right there, and the guy's not touched. And we've had 2 or 3 of those touchdowns like that where they have not been touched.
Well, their blockers do the job.
They do their job.
They open the holes for him.
Yeah, I mean, we can be impressive, doing that.
Certainly.
They got to have, close to 300 yards rushing. I didn't talk to any of the statisticians at halftime to find out, but again, they're very, very impressive. And again, that second or the last part of the second quarter where they were doing a lot of the passing, and that's somebody's offside.
Bad snap from center, or
that's somebody jumped offside.
See what the officials call here.
Yeah, it's offside. This guy can boot it though.
No
problem.
Back him up 5 yards.
He'll be able to boot it. But again, I mean, this team is fundamentally sound.
Okay, getting ready for the point after try. Boot is up, and
that's good.
He's got it. 35-7 is what the score is right now, with East Central scoring in the opening minute of the second half. And leading this ball game, Connersville has their 1 touchdown. They scored early in the game and have been kept out of the end zone since then.
Yeah, it looks like I see Mason Sullenberger there in black on the sideline walking very, very gingerly. Obviously, he's not coming back, but it's good to see him out there supporting his team. Again, I believe that's Mason. I can't quite tell, but again, he's definitely.
I believe that's Mason. Yeah. Yes, he's on crutches. So, okay, getting ready for the East Central kickoff to Connersville. Ball spotted as
that is Mason right there on crutches.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I saw
Mason.
Another kid in black, and that looks like I think that's Brady Light, and it looks like he's walking gingerly. Not sure what Brady is. Yeah, okay, I see that now.
Here is a kick that will be going out of bounds.
Siddham's kick will go out of bounds.
35-7 is our score here as we are early in the second half.
You know, talked about two of our studs being out. Of course, Foreman and Sullenberger, you know, neglected to mention Light right there.
That's right, the quarterback we lost earlier on.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a back brace on. Not sure if that's part of his uniform or not. But, you know, again, we have three of our guys. And, you know, Sullenberger there with, wrap on his ankle. And Light is, walking very gingerly.
Well, let's just hope that the guys mend by next week.
Well, they're young. And one thing about being young is that you heal pretty quickly. But one thing about being young is that you almost sometimes heal too quickly as you think you're feeling better and you go out there and do it too much. And then when you're 45 years old like I am, you're hurting from all the injuries you had when you were a kid.
Here's the play as there's going to be a loss on the play, I believe.
Yeah, again,
as that line for East Central just – they just
look at that right there. I mean, that's just boom. He runs into his own guy.
They just swarm right in there, and the ball be spotted at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, when you have half the defensive staff, as a little bit of extra push there from Christian, but you have half their team on you, and you're not even at the scrimmage. You're definitely not winning at the line.
We'll call it a 2nd and 9 for the Spartans. Here comes the snap from center, and the ball carrier is grabbed and shoved back to about the 34-yard line.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Again, the common theme is, right here again, not seeing where your other player is, but again, look at the 3, 4, 5, 6 guys right there. Central 70. I mean,
taking down the Spartan quarterback.
Atkins could have pitched it, but where was he going to pitch it to? We would have lost yards because of their defense.
That's right. The third down coming up for Connersville, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10.
There's going to be a timeout from Adam.
Spartan's going to call for a timeout. The team will crowd around the coaches and get some instructions as East Central will move to the far side, the visitor side. Up 35-7. We've played almost a couple of minutes here in the third quarter.
No question we've dominated the time of possession. They've had 5 plays and scored 3 touchdowns and 5 plays during all their, total plays. That last one play for, 55 yards, that was very impressive.
Yes.
Again, you talked about it just a few minutes ago, the line. The line is very, very impressive. When you get to the line of scrimmage and you have 5 or 6 guys already on you, we got to do something. Going down the middle, going off the tackles is not working. We got to spread it out a little bit. If we have any pass plays, bring them out.
Yes. Teams line up. Atkins will look over the situation under center.
Oh, that's
hands
nice.
off. Man getting free up to the 50, to the 45, into East Central territory.
Oh, that's going to be a
penalty flag down.
Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul. That's going to be an extra 15 yards. Again, we have to capitalize on it.
Loud on the tackle, penalty.
Yeah, there's going to be no question. There's going to be a personal foul right here, as you see.
Nice run by Connersville's number 32, Dalton DuBois, who took the handoff. It is a big walk-off against
East right Central. There. That's you guys out of bounds. You can't come and hit them like that as
it's 15-yarder.
Yep.
That'll put the ball at the 29-yard line of East Central.
29-yard line, 50 cents.
Again, got to make them pay.
Okay, the Spartans at the 29 of East Central, down in this ballgame 35-7. Haven't scored since early in the ball game.
Yeah, their first possession. Well, there's some other roughing going on.
Pile up of players. This is the unpile.
Yeah, there was a rough. Right 27 had one of our guys down and kind of pinned him. We'll see if we can't see. But again, no flags on that.
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
There wasn't a flag there.
Let's see what we got going on here. Watch.
Pick up on the yard and bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Bring our guy down right here. I mean, that's just, and then get in his face. I was shocked.
That's Martinez, number 52. He's the center for the Spartans. A 2nd down and 10 for Connorsville.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, man, getting free.
Yeah.
Good. Down to the 15-yard line.
Kind of the misdirection, not go with the first guy, go with the second guy, and that, gives a little extra time to open up that running lane. And as you see, Du Bois, definitely had that lane right there and hold on to that ball. He did.
Yeah, Dalton, a good pickup. That's probably one of the best pickups by the Spartans that we've seen since early in the game, Ron.
Again, giving that extra second or two helps us be able to open up the running lane for our running backs, give them time to find the hole and plow right through it.
Snap from center, tight formation.
Atkins
carrying the ball, coming to the near side and stopped at about the 15 and around the line of scrimmage, forced way back, but his forward motion will be, let's see where the officials spot the ball finally.
Looks like it's probably, look, it picked up a yard on that. I was very surprised that he actually got a yard on that.
I am too. It's at the 15. So a 2nd and 9. We're in the 3rd quarter of play here tonight at Connorsville. East Central out in front. East Central is located near St. Leon in Indiana, and that's
right off 74.
Right, North Dearborn County. We're just across the line from Franklin County. So East Dearborn and Franklin County, Brookville, they're about 15 miles apart, so they have quite a rivalry.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Man in motion. Here's the play coming up. Pitch out to Du Bois. Goes to the far side. Dragged down and a loss on the play.
Yeah, again, there's 5 or 6 guys right there. I mean, there was nothing, Du Bois could do. I don't even think you could have gained a yard on that with that defense being that swarmy.
East Central saw the play developing, and they zeroed in on the ball carrier.
Yeah, and again, they're able to shake off our defenders. They're able to shake off the block, and their speed and their strength is just overwhelming our offense.
So a 3rd down coming up for the Spartans, 3rd and 12. Tight formation this time for Connorsville. Up through the middle and a little bit of a game, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to go for it here or if we're going to go ahead and try to kick a field goal. But again, that's, get a couple yards right there.
Ball back to the 15-yard line.
One player I don't see, and I haven't seen him on the sideline or during this set of series, is Becker.
4th and 9 for Connorsville. Spartans will go for it. Tight formation. Here's a pitch out to the near side. Comes the ball carrier, getting down to the 11-yard line. Be way short of the 1st down.
Now that for 1st down, Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, right here, you see Du Bois right here. Again, too many East Central guys to gain that many yards.
He gets by a couple, and there are a couple more waiting for him. So East Central takes over on downs. Around the 11-yard line is where he'll be spotted. At their own 11 is where the Trojans will start their series of plays. Not quite halfway through this 3rd quarter, 35-7. East Central has scored once in this quarter.
The only play they had. Amazing.
Okay, see if the Spartans defenders can get the job done here. Quarterback takes the snap from center, and it feeds off to that number 1 Story guy, and he is to the far sidelines and gets up to the 30, 32-yard line. Big pickup.
10 for the Trojans.
The first and 10 for East Central. See if they spot the ball. It'll be inside the 30, around the 29.
Very impressive run from East Central right there. Again, you know, it's all about blocking. It's all about, you know, spreading it out. And
Well, they're a
they
sound
did it very
football
well.
team. They've
Yeah.
got a lot of weapons, Ron. Here comes a play, a pass coming up, and it is
not
going to be incomplete at the 33-yard line.
Incomplete.
Yeah, very nice pressure from the Spartans. Again, you know, one of the things that we have done well this game is, you know, cover downfield. It burned us a few times when they were able to get underneath, but for the most part, they were, you know, their passing plays has not been, you know, very long. It's the short plays like that, and
Second down and 10 for East Central. Comes a man wide to the near side.
thought I heard a
There's
whistle.
a handoff, and guy tries to go to the
Williamson, the ball carrier.
over the Spartans' right tackle spot and drop down.
Ronan on the
Going to
sack.
be a third down coming up. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line.
You kind of wonder how good that LaSalle team is.
That's right, to hold them scoreless.
Yeah, to shut this team out, that LaSalle team, man. Yeah. Of course, we're talking number 5 in the entire
That's
nation.
right. That's what the latest rankings show. So that only means there are 4 teams better in the U.S. than LaSalle of Cincinnati.
That's a
There's
first
run
down.
by East Central, getting across the 40-yard lines where he had to get for a first and 10. So they pick up a first and 10.
The 39-yard line.
Very smart play from the quarterback. Again, you know, watching right here. I mean, nobody's open, and you know, trying to buy some time. And as soon as he realized he was going to run, he put his head down and he started running. He knew where the sticks were, and he
He
went
went out
to
of bounds at the 39, so he's
I thought he
short.
got it.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's a 4th and 1 coming up.
wow.
Or they may call for a measurement.
I don't
The
know what they're going to
officials
do,
rule.
but last time they had, you know, 4th and like this, they did a quarterback sneak and got 10 yards almost. So
Yes. Yeah, here come the change from the far sidelines. Second time tonight for a measurement, Ron, and
Yeah.
we don't see that very often
no,
either.
not at all. The first time, you know,
game.
we got the first down. We'll find out if they get the first down, and it looks like it's short.
Yeah,
Well,
a
I
little bit
thought
short.
he went to the sticks and got the first from the, you know, from our angle. from
Where
the
he
replay.
landed,
Yeah.
but I think he stepped out of bounds at about the 39.
Yeah.
So he's a foot short.
Well, again, smart play, looking for the sticks.
4th down for East Central. Of course, they'll go for it.
Oh yeah.
Up in this ball game, 35-7. Here's the snap from center.
Have he? That's,
That
well,
plunges
that's
through the
wow.
middle, and he keeps going, number 2, and there's a Spartan
that's a touchdown
trying to stop
almost.
him, but he's
Yep,
blocked
he's
out,
gone.
and the
Wow, it's
ball
unreal.
will be into the end zone
Wow.
for East Central, and that was Sid Fox, number 22, who carried that ball into the end zone for another score by East Central to put them up by a 41-0 score.
Wow, that was. I mean, again, thought we had him stopped. Thought he, you know, thought he had the first down right there, but again, you know, just nobody to help bring him down, and then the blockers get up there and
They do their job.
They
and
do their
everything.
job. You know, again, when East Central tackles our guys, they have 4 or 5 guys around
Yes.
each and every time. When one-on-one, you know, you have the guy with the momentum, and that's the runner.
Here's the point after try by the Trojans. Up and
And that's good.
a good one. So they go up by a 42-7 score with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the third period. East Central ahead of Connersville, as we said, 42-7. We'll take a break. You are watching on TV3 the Game of the Week.
Titan 1-4. No signs of life.
Titan 1-4, hold your position.
What do you got?
Unmanned aircraft is identifying enemy sniper.
Copy that. Let's move. Thanks, Reaper 1-1. We got it from here. Sensors coming off target.
Learn more at airforce.com.
Here's the kicker for
terrible
East Central, kicking one that's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Jeez.
And that's where Connersville will be taking over. Let's see where they finally place the football.
Wow, they about had a long onside kick right there.
That was the craziest kick we've seen tonight, I think.
Wow.
It went way out to the bounds.
East Central brimming with confidence, Fran. I mean, they could kick the ball backwards and somehow would turn up gold.
It's at the 30-yard line. Spartans at their own 30 where they take over. Spartans line up. We're trying to move his football here if we can. There's a snap from center. Into the line goes the ball carrier.
You know, this has given Atkins a lot of experience again playing against this team that's well schooled, well disciplined. You know, again, him being 5'8", big disadvantage. It's going to be hard to pass over those defenders who are very, very tall. But again, and lots of experience for Atkins can only pay dividends in the future.
That's right. 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Ball resting near the 30, about the 29.5-yard line. Comes a snap from center. They're trying to find a hole on that line of East Central, but it's not there.
Yeah, we found a few, obviously. I mean, you know, that last series, you know, we had a couple breakaways from Dubois and McHenry. They had some nice runs, but you know, again, East Central has been up to the task each and every time. Connersville seems like they're getting a sniff of momentum. East Central has just crushed them and put them down.
3rd and 11 coming up for Connersville. Their own 30-yard line. A little over 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
You know, I hate to think what our average of 3rd and you know, it's about a 3rd and 11, and you're not going to win a game with that kind of stat. Now it's 4th and.
Yeah, they plunge into that line of East Central and just goes nowhere. So a 4th down and punting situation coming up, and East Central will send a man deep, and that will be Nick Tillman. Dubois back to do the punting for Connersville. So the Trojans will get the football again. Good snap from center.
Oh, wow.
Punt will come down and roll and roll and roll and finally be down at around the 45-yard line. Let's place it at the 46-yard line. East Central will take over there.
I thought for sure that was going to be blocked. I mean, that was very, very
Yes,
close.
it did. It'd be at the 46-yard line for the Trojans, their own 46.
I thought it was about the 47, but we got a generous spot right there, but I don't think 1 yard is going to make too much of a difference.
I think you're right. Yeah. Here come the Trojans lining up. Out in front, 42-7 in this ball game. Send receivers wide to the right and left. Snap from center. Up to the middle goes the ball carrier. Wow. I don't know how he gets through the
it's a perfect
defense.
Hole, and this guy, that's
number
another touchdown.
One again.
Wow.
Story who scores.
Wow. That's how he gets through perfect.
I don't know how he gets. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he just goes through the whole line. And
he gets through there very quick. That dude.
Yeah, he's got
his
a lot
name's. Look, I mean, that's just a nice running lane right there.
He's got a lot of speed, but
yeah, I mean, look, we have 56 is down there blocking. I mean, he's got his blockers
right,
down.
yeah, with him and everything.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's got to be close to 300 yards run. I think I heard somebody throw out 269. I mean, this guy has almost 300 yards rushing.
It's Logan Story. He's a junior at East Central, 5'11".
I'll find out what he's got, but I think somebody just screamed out 269, which makes perfect sense. They probably have over 400 yards rushing.
Oh, I agree.
And just think when they tried to pass that last part of the second. And we're not even in the fourth quarter.
They go up 49-7 with scoring once again over the Spartans here tonight at Spartan Stadium. 49 East Central, 7 Connersville. 2:05 on the clock here in the third period before the East Central kickoff again to Connersville. We'll stop right now and remind you you're watching on TV3 the Game of the Week.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Well, another kickoff for East Central to Connersville.
That's crazy. Another 1 yard series or one play series. 269. That's what number one has for rushing so far.
Kick. It's going out of bounds again. I think. I don't know how that guy's kicking, or did it go out? Maybe Connersville Spartan downed it before it went out of bounds. I'm not certain. Let's see where they spot the ball.
They have 375 total rushing yards for the game.
Gee.
They ran for actually the Stoney kid. From what they have told me, he ran for over 400 against Franklin County.
Oh gosh. 35-yard line. The ball will be placed down by the official, and that's where the Spartans will start. Well, I don't know how you stop this East Central team.
It's hard. I mean, especially when again, I was talking to talking to a former Spartan, Chris Urban, in halftime, and what he had mentioned to me was the fact that they have 100 players. These kids are always playing their heart out because another kid's going to step in.
That's true. That's a good point. Nice pickup by the Spartans. They got a 1st and 10, I believe.
Yeah. And again, the difference between one of those runs that we have and a difference between East Central run is that we have no blockers up to block.
Right.
We can only go so far. East Central, when they break free like that, they have blockers downfield that are blocking, hence why Stoney gets a 50-yard.
It's a nice pickup by Dalton DuBois with the Spartans to carry the ball up to the center for one of the times that we were able to penetrate that line of East Central. Here's another try. This one's not going to be as successful as the ball carriers dropped it around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Obviously I think Becker is the third-string quarterback and
second and 9 for the Spartans.
With light out for the game, I'm wondering if Kelly may bring in Becker just to get him some experience.
Could be. The ball spotted at the 46. Spartans at their own 46. Over a minute to play here in the third quarter. Well, if East Central doesn't end up in the state finals, I'll be surprised.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, this team is very schooled.
Coming to the near side, and the ball carrier's grabbed and shoved back, and
yeah, Yeah, talking to some of the Central
Spartans
coaches.
will be facing a third down.
Talking to some of these Central coaches here in the booth, and they were talking about LaSalle. I said, boy, I tell you what, I'd hate to see LaSalle. And they said, we don't want to see LaSalle again. There's nobody on their offensive and defensive line that's smaller than 6'4".
Oh, my gosh.
Well, you know, they can recruit. So, you know, they're out there recruiting the best players.
Sure.
All you got to do is mention football in Cincinnati, and you might as well just count that as a loss.
3rd and 11 for Cincinnati. Now you got me. 3rd and 11 for the Spartans. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff, and boy, he goes no place.
Yep.
He's grabbed by an arm and brought down to the ground.
You know, again, another 3rd and 11. We had a 3rd and 11 last time, and again, almost ran the same play, lost some yards, and you know, another punting situation.
Yeah, 4th down coming up, but right now it's zeros on the clock. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with a score East Central 49, Connersville 7. Back with the final 12 minutes of this ball game, but right now this is the Game of the Week on TV3.
Thanks, Colin. Samantha, you're up.
My Hero by Samantha. My hero is my dad. Every year in the fall, my dad takes me deer hunting. He teaches me a lot about the outdoors and respecting nature. Even though we sit and wait a lot and can't make too much noise or else we scare away the deer, I always enjoy the time I spend with my dad in the woods. But that's not why my dad is my hero. He's a hero because he helps feed the hungry. Each year when we go hunting, he always donates one of his deer to our butcher. My dad says the butcher gives the meat to people who are hungry and need help getting food. He may not beat up the bad guys like in movies, but my dad helps those in need. That is why my dad is my hero.
Back to do the punting for the Spartans, Dalton Dubois. Facing a 4th and 12. Open up the final quarter of play. Ball comes down at the 30-yard line, rolls finally down around the 26. And that's where East Central will take over.
Again, East Central very impressive this half with 2 incredible long plays.
Yes. Trojans huddled on the sidelines, which is a little unusual, and they trot out to begin their series. See if the Spartans defense can stop them this time. Here's a snap. Ball carrier is finally dragged down around the 36, 37-yard line. See where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 30, 37 is where it'll be placed.
You know, again, even a play like that, very, very impressive. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, getting the first time each time you touch the ball, that's, I mean, you can't stop. I mean, you can't win.
It's a first down for the Trojans. It's a play coming up.
Wow.
Ball carrier getting free up to about the 46-yard line.
Rosemeyer volunteers get it across the 45 to the 46.
That's a hard fought. Again, you know, bouncing off our guys and still picking up 3 or 4 yards after that. I mean, it's a tough.
Second down and second and about 3 for East Central. Tight formation. No, they send one man wide to the far side. Here's a play up to the middle. Gets close to the 50-yard line. Ball
First
carrier.
down. You know, nice, you know, drive. Again, we've seen it all from East Central tonight.
Yes.
Fran. We've seen a very effective passing. we've seen obviously, the dominant line on both sides of the ball, running, quick drives, where 2 plays, touchdown, 1 play, touchdown, sustained drives where they were back against the wall and they were able to make the plays when it was the right time. Very disciplined team.
Another 10-yard pickup, so it's another 1st and 10. Here's a pitch out to one of the running backs, and he gets into Connersville territory to about the 44-yard line.
McLean on the tackle for the start.
Ball carried by Eric Rosemeyer.
44-yard line, 2nd and 4.
At the 44 is where they will be placed. Second down and about 3 for East Central. They are driving once again up in this ball game by a 49-7 score. To the middle, guy getting freeze to the 30,
he's not
20,
go,
25, 20, and going to be finally dragged out of bounds by Spartan.
Nathan Carl, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I never thought he would, score a touchdown, but again, very, very impressive. Nice. Again, just got a little bit of the hole right there to get through, and again, it don't matter how big the lane is, as long as there's a lane and the guy gets through it, and I mean, when you're flowing on all cylinders when you're doing that.
That's the Spartans' Braden Schaefer chasing him and finally bringing him down. Braden is a sophomore. A lot of them are classmen on the Spartans team, Ron.
Oh yeah, that's again, these tough losses like this, these what we call in sports, these beatdowns, these only make us stronger.
1st and 10 at the 11 of Connersville for East Central, and the ball carrier is dragged down by a Spartan. Eric Rosemeyer was a ball carrier.
Yeah, well, they've crossed the 400-yard mark rushing. As a team.
Spartans finally grabbed the ball carrier, and he's finally dragged down by a couple of Spartans. But it will be at the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up for the Trojans. Here's the play into the end zone. Not sure who carried the ball. Did you see who, Ron?
A big kid. Number 48.
Okay.
Nathan Carl. He's a 5'8", 140-pound junior for East Central.
55-7. Man, that makes the score. They'll try another point after here.
Some of the faithful, screamed up the middle. They knew where that was going, and again, running on all cylinders. When you know what they're going to do, you can't stop them still.
Yeah, the coaches in the stands, they are calling some of the plays. Perfect point after try.
Yep.
That puts the score at 56 for East Central and 7 for Connersville. Well, East Central will be kicking off again for this part. You would think their kicker would be worn out by now.
Well, they have probably 35 other kickers.
Could be among their 115 or so people on their team. They probably have assistant everything, I imagine. 8 minutes and 6 seconds is when that score occurred. We're in the final period of play here tonight at Spartan Stadium. Connersville will go on the attack once again. Let's see what the Spartans can do this time.
Again, missing 3 of our big dogs, and Light and Sullenberger and Foreman.
Well, that has to make a difference when you have 3 of your,
I think it makes a big difference.
Of your starters out.
And again, we don't have the luxury of substituting kids, getting them fresh in. We're playing one side of the ball. Our kids got to do double duty, sometimes 3 duties. As Du Bois, he does, he's on special teams as well as offense and defense.
And he does the punting and the kicking and everything.
Yep.
Nice kick taken by the Spartans at the 10-yard line, up to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 33-yard line. The young pile here, number 32 was the ball carrier for the Spartans, Du Bois. So it will be placed down by the official at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Connersville at their own 32.
Like to see the boys score at least one more time, Fran, tonight.
Yes.
And, no matter what the score is, doesn't mean, that these kids haven't tried real hard, haven't played their hardest, haven't, given up. They're still playing their hearts out.
Oh, absolutely. They've played hard since this game began.
Oh, yeah.
Atkins is in at quarterback for Connersville, the freshman. Hands off, and the ball carrier runs into a wall of guys in white and black. The pickup up to the 39-yard line. It's going to be...
East Central coach calls timeout, and he screams at his kids, barks at them to come on over to where he's at. I guess he sees something he doesn't like.
Second down and about 4.5 or 5 for the Spartans coming up here. Right now, as you mentioned, we're in a timeout situation, but East Central will be taking over and winning the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference for A class because it will be undefeated. They have wins over Franklin County and South Dearborn, and here tonight over the Spartans to give them a 3-0 record. And they will win the championship because there are only 4 teams. They're the 4th team in the class 4A of the conference, and then there's the 3A with Lawrenceburg, Batesville, and Greensburg. They're the 3As, so they'll have a championship too. It's kind of a funny situation.
They don't have that in basketball, so
no.
They have
In basketball, it's just a one whoever wins the most games, conference games.
Well, no matter, this is the best team. East Central's the best team. No matter the class, they're the best team in the East Central Indiana Conference or Eastern EIAC. So they're the best.
Yes.
There's no question about that.
Yes.
Haven't seen a team that's this disciplined. Although we said that they're the. Discipline may not be the word because they did have about 3 or 4 personal fouls that's just unnecessary.
Sure.
But as far as fundamentally sound, this team is very fundamentally sound. A very impressive football team to watch.
There's a 3rd and 3 for the Spartans. The ball at their Connersville 40-yard line.
And we got
the handoff, and 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Yep.
Enough yardage for Connersville.
Yeah, good, nice running lane there from Du Bois. He just needed to get 3 yards, and he got it.
Found a nice hole and got the ball up to the 44-yard line.
Even though that East Central's up huge, they're 49, it doesn't mean that they're still not playing hard, that these kids that come in, maybe even the second or third stringers, they're still playing 100%. They're still playing hard.
Oh, yes. Hand off to Du Bois. Tries the left side and doesn't get much. Maybe
he may have lost a yard or two.
I guess he did.
Yeah,
I thought maybe he picked up 1 or 2, but no, he went the other way. I don't think the wet turf is helping some of these guys get traction, Ron. I mean, we've seen some fellows slip tonight, and of course, rain early today. The grass is wet.
Yeah, well, whenever you have a swarm on you, you kind of panic a little bit because East Central is a swarmy defense. That kind of plays into it as well.
Yes. Here comes the play. The Spartan ball carry up to the 50, the 45, 40. Ball carried, and a nice run by Alec Atkins, the little quarterback for Connersville.
Yeah, I love Atkins. this kid's 5'8", but he looks like he's 4'8". Against these big guys, and again, watch him come around here, and he's not stopping at all, Fran. He's chugging and going along, and he could have easily taken a step back, but no, he's trying to get a couple more yards out of it, and the 5'8" kid going up against that big guy.
Well, I'm impressed with him being a freshman. He's the 9th grader, and I think he's got a great future.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely got a great future. Atkins is one of those kids that, he obviously is a student of the game. You can tell by the way he plays.
Yes.
He made a few kind of mistakes earlier, but he seemed like he's learned from it and calmed down.
1st and 10, he pitches out to Du Bois, who goes left and maybe gets to about the 25. Let's see where they move the chains. 26, maybe. Yeah, we'll call it the 26. So it's a 2nd down and 6. Connersville in East Central territory. We're under 5 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. Spartans have a tie formation. Here's a
nice
handoff, driving forward to the 25-yard line. Ball carried by Christian McHenry. So it's 3rd down and a couple coming up for Connersville.
Yeah, I'd like to see us definitely score here, Fran. Get the faithful out of the seat, earn these kids, another score.
Oh, yes, that would be great for them. Another tight formation. Atkins under center. Hands off. Into the line goes the ball carrier.
For the 1st down.
Picked up the necessary yardage for Connersville. The second and a 1st down for Connersville. Ball carrier for the Spartans was Landon Cirqua. Another freshman for Connersville. Spartans huddle, trying to push the ball into the end zone. They break the huddle, line up, again have a tight formation. Just over 3 minutes remaining on the clock in this game. Into that line again goes the ball carrier for the Spartans.
And one of the things that that we've been pretty impressive this series is that we've been getting some positive yardage. We haven't had too many negative yardage on these series. During what's plagued us all game long was the fact, Fran, that we'd have a 1st down and maybe lose 2 or 3 yards. We had lots of 3rd and more than 10 in this series. We haven't had that because we've been able to have positive on 1st and 2nd down, some positive yardage.
Dalton DuBois was the ball carrier. Spartans line up now. Comes a play to the
I thought he may have had it.
Right side, gets inside the 5.
Yeah, DuBois was hoping he'd have it. I mean, he kind of slammed the ball down as he saw that end zone in sight, and just a little trip right there. And
yeah, Dalton gets the ball real close to the end zone. It's a first down for the Spartans, 1st and goal. It would be great, as you said, to push in a touchdown here. Spartans stay in that tight formation.
I can't tell. Looks like he's in.
Just got a touchdown.
Yes. All right. Nice drive for the Spartans. Again, lots of positive yards.
Was.
Short yards on 3rd down, and they were able to execute each and every time. And they hit pay dirt.
Carries it in. They've been penetrating this line of the East Central team. Because I believe the starters are out, Ron.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's a touchdown, and the Spartans have 13 points now, and they'll try for the point after try.
Looks like they're going for 2.
Looks like it. See if they're successful on a 2-point conversion. There's the snap from center.
I appreciate the effort. He got in.
How about that? He just got in, it looks like.
He kept going. I thought he was stopped. I was getting ready to say
I thought he was stopped, too.
From Atkins, but, boy, that kid, again, he's tough. And, again, that really deceptive. I always look for that yellow or to get into the red right there.
Yeah, he had guys on him, but he just took them with him.
Yeah, and look at him right there. He found a – yeah, there you go.
Atkins carries it in, so the Spartans have their 15th point of this ball game on the 2-point conversion, trailing 56-15 right now, and we'll be getting ready for the East Central receiving the ball from Connersville as we have just over a minute and a half of remaining in tonight's ball game. Spartans huddle around their coaches before they prepare to kick off to the East Central team.
Yeah, you mentioned about the defensive starters being out. Obviously, I believe the offensive starters are going to be out, but I would not expect East Central to just fold it in. I believe if they're going to have their second and third stringers in there, they're probably going to try to score, and rightfully so. These kids want to score too.
Ball be put at the 40-yard line for the kickoff.
So the boys on the kick to the Spartans.
The boys kicking off here. Again, that kid does so much for the Spartans.
Ball placed at the 40, and Spartans line up, ready for the kick. Here it comes. A low kick, and
all sides.
I don't know, but it's taken at the 30-yard line. I think that's what the official is going to rule, so the Spartans will kick off from the 35. So we'll have a re-kick here.
The offsides on the kicking team, and it's a 5-yard penalty. Ball we spotted on the 35, re-kick the next.
You boys tease the ball up, and we'll kick it once again. Checks his line now, kicks the ball.
Same type, just not in the air. Ooh.
Went to between the legs of one of the East Central boys. He picks up a little bit of
there's
the penalty flag down. Here's another one.
And I couldn't quite tell, I don't know if our guy was jawing with the other guy and if there was any contact, but obviously the zebra saw something and threw the flag.
A Spartan and an East Central team player back in the way back field, and something happened.
Oh, now it's on us.
It's against the Spartans.
Yeah, it's our first one of the night. Again, surprised that there's so many personal fouls, very physical game. And,
yes,
sometimes the tempers get the best of you, but this is not what we want to happen. Again, obviously we're not going to win this ball game being down 56-15, but, we would hope that we would stop them. The only time we stopped them was late in the second quarter when we had that interception. Other than that,
15-yard mark
we've not
off.
been able to stop them.
And that'll put the ball to 42 of Connersville. East Central first and 10.
Yeah, now that they have their second and third stringers in, as Isaiah Wheat looks like he's taking a knee. That's class.
Right.
I figured that they would try it. Yeah. Yeah, if I figured that they would try to let these kids score, that's
so
class
too.
right there from East Central.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's class. As a coach, I'd probably want to go ahead and try to score, see what these kids can do.
Yes.
Not to run up the Spartans, but you got to give your kids some experience somehow, some way. But this is again, nice class call from East Central.
Taking plenty of time before they snap the ball, and they'll take a knee. We're down to 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. They snap the ball again. Another knee. We're within just a few seconds of this ball game over, but so the final score will be 56-15, with East Central winning this game here tonight at Spartan Stadium. And Lyle now return in just a moment to talk a little bit about this ball game. It's the TV3 Game of the Week you're watching.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
Boy foul.
56-15 as East Central defeats the Spartans here at Spartan Stadium tonight. Ron, we saw quite an offensive machine tonight.
Yeah, that was a machine. That was a perfectly well-oiled machine from East Central. They, dominated every aspect of the game. They even beat us in personal fouls. But again, a very good team, very disciplined team, very fundamentally sound team. This is why they're the class of this part of Indiana, East Central.
Oh, they are in the southeastern Indiana. Yeah, yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely are a powerhouse. Again, we could take a lot of things to learn from this game, and I'm sure Adam Kelly, the coach, will implement those lessons. And
I was impressed with the Spartans' 2 scores.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought they were a good drive.
Yeah, when we came out, that was the first time we had all season long where we scored first.
Yes.
And scored on our first series.
Yes.
And it looked like it was going to be a series that was typical where we would get a little bit of momentum and then lose it. We had that penalty that kind of put us back a little bit, but it was 3rd and long. We had that trick play, and Sullenberger hit Dudas for the touchdown. I thought, and then we came back the second time. We had a little bit of a nice little roll going, stopped, but East Central too much at the line on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they've got a great defensive unit. I mean,
yeah, and then plus our injuries. I mean, when you lose Foreman,
absolutely. I mean,
when you lose Foreman and Sullenberger and
Light
in the second quarter for the rest of the game.
Right.
You throw the playbook out the window and you throw the game plan out the window because you got to start from fresh.
Right. Spartans again lose this ball game 56-15 to East Central's Trojans. Our crew tonight, we want to always thank them on camera: Joe Minrick, Jacob Bentley, John Bowsey, our director Sidney Toshlock-Job, and the scoreboard graphics by Justin Roberts. Our next telecast is Spartan football. They'll be meeting Batesville at Spartan Stadium in the final game of the season on October the 14th. For Ryan Wiley, this is Fran Schommel thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody.